What's up, guys? Welcome back. Got the Decepticon out. My problem child. So it had, just getting my voice back now. I've been a little sick this past week. And so, yeah, the Decepticon just redid both motor mounts, which I thought were perfect initially. And I'm sure you guys saw last time out, we had some issues with a little more heat on one of the sides. And so fixed that side up just to make sure that both of them should now be equal. And so that took me a minute to kind of epoxy everything, get everything right. And with any luck today, we should have a great running, nice and cool boat. I also just threw the GPS in there, so we're going to get an actual speed for you guys. It'll be my first time actually getting a speed since I put in these new Castle Mamba Monster ESCs. Now these are actually car ESCs that have been modified with water cooling for the boat. And so I see 1 or 2 or 3 turtles out here. So not really, and then they're going down. So they're decently smart. At least they're starting to get the idea. But I'm just going to go up on the hill and try and stay away from them. And hope you guys have been doing good. Like I said, I was a little under the weather, so didn't get a video out, I guess, this past weekend or yesterday or whatever. But we're here now. Decepticon, probably my most exciting boat right now. This is like, I was dying to get out and run this thing because I think as of right now, it's probably my favorite. It's the most violent and aggressive, and it's loud, and I think it's really fast too, but we're about to find out. Oh, look, turtle right by the boat. I'll do a speed pass here, go down and get a little run at it. Let's fire it up, see what you do. Yeah, woo, she's fast, boys. Little bit of hop in it right there. Great water cooling coming out of both sides. A little bit of hop, so we'll probably move the CG up. 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. She's got a little hop in her, so we gotta adjust the CG. And let's see where she's at speed-wise. And then, yeah, we're just going to send this thing on some laps. All right, so she's at 75, which is basically right where it was. It did 76 on the same setup with the, I think it was the Raider 150s. So we're pretty much right where we were. Obviously, these are much more capable ESCs. And this is not a speed run boat. This thing is set up for laps. And I just wanted to get a speed. I know you guys like to see the speed, and I use the GPS as a tuning tool. And so let me try and keep you guys in frame here while we rip this thing around. A little windy. And we're going to watch out for the turtles. Now, this thing's something else, you guys. But I'm hoping to keep you guys in frame. And then also, I want you guys to listen how when this boat turns, right, unlike a cheetah or unlike a monohull, it doesn't lose any RPM, right? So listen to the sound of the motors in a turn, because that's something that this boat does probably better than any other boat I have, is the way it carries speed through a turn, right? Holy smokes, we hit some waves there. Slightly puckered up on that one. Yeah, if you guys listen to this thing, it just doesn't it doesn't bleed any speed in the corners. It's just psychotic the way that it seems to carry speed. It's like you don't even lose speed in the turns. Obviously, I know that you do, right? But that's the feeling you get driving it, is like it's just doesn't stop. Yeah, it just doesn't stop. Ah, dang it. Woo! Okay. Hope you guys were in frame for all of that. This thing is getting after it. This is the hardest I've been able to really push this thing. And so we got the speed. We'll check the temps and throw in another set of packs and we'll run it back. I'll show you guys real quick here just what we're working with temp-wise, and then with this boat, you never know, right? If there's a smoke show, I want to make sure you guys are here for it to see it. So 75 miles an hour. It's technically a Q class race boat, right? Because it's 6S and it's a 36-inch MTC. No smoke. There's smoke. Son of a bitch. What the hell, you guys? What in the world? Both stuffing tubes have been redone. There should be zero binding, zero anything. Okay, Mamba Max is 100. Mamba Monster's 99. Here it's 94. These wires, the wires sound a little crispy. 141 on this motor, 132, 129, 136, 128, 136, 127, 91 on that one, 96. And last video out, we had a discrepancy where the left side was running hotter than the right side, if you guys remember that. And that is not the case anymore. They're now equal. So there's no binding, and whatever that smoke was, that smoke that you guys just saw, is from the motors. I don't really smell anything. There's a slight chance it could just be steam. Very slight chance. Oh, you know what? I didn't check the batteries. 118, 114, so too hot on the batteries. It doesn't feel hot. I don't feel any heat. 111. 111, 114. So yeah, we're running a bit spicy, and the Mamba Monsters don't care, but I think we're out of motor, boys. These are proboat 3682s out of the Impulse 32. It's 2 of them, and these motors have served me well, but I don't think that they're going to be the move any longer. I don't think that they're happy. So yeah, kind of frustrating. So we did get the left to right issue figured out. We got rid of all the binding. ESCs are more than capable, and now we're just kind of stuck on the motors. I think we're kind of out of motor, and so yeah, so we're gonna figure out a motor option. I'm gonna let it cool down, probably do one more light run. You know what? I got another boat to run, UL19, in the next video. Let's not push our luck. We ran it really hard there. That was the hardest that we've ran this boat. It's on these 445 M445s from Chris Hoffman. They're actually 447s that have been cut down. And so, yeah, I think the motor temps are probably reasonable, but personally, I don't like running my stuff like that, like 140. I think at that, because keep in mind, when you go out there, right, by the time you bring it back, things have cooled down a bit, right, by the time you get the boat back in. So even though I only saw like 141 on the can, there's a good chance that thing was hitting 160, 170 out on the water. And on a day like today, ambient temperature is only 70 degrees. That's spicy. That's too much. And I don't really want to slow the boat down, right? I don't feel like 75 for the size of the boat is unreasonable. So might do a little less KV, try and gain some efficiency that way. Might throw in those new little 10 shock motors, the little P limited motors. I think those would be absolutely bonkers in here. Or I'll get some 4082s. I would love to be able to put Castle motors, just because I do think Castle motors are even more efficient than these. But yeah, I mean, they're proboat motors, right? I think they're hobby wings. We're gonna cut it off here. I ran the boat really hard, you guys. One time over here got a little sketchy, kind of came out of the water and boogied, but the hardest we've been able to run it. Good news, you guys, we've got no binding. We've got zero water in the boat on either side. The mamba monsters are eating it up, right? They have no problems. Motor's hot. But yeah, our stuffing tubes are good. I still see grease on each of the cables, which means we didn't blow through all of our grease through inefficiencies. This gap right here is a little wide. I'm going to shorten this cable and solder up both ends, right, just to get rid of any kind of play there. And so here you go. Here's the problem child living up to its name. But we've gotten a lot figured out. We've got the stingers figured out. We've got the right props for the boat. We've got the right ESCs. We've got the stuffing tubes aligned perfectly. We've got all the water leaks taken care of. We survived the Raider 150 explosion. I think it's just time for some motors, boys. That's all I got for this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.